It's Q&A time once again. Continue to end in your questions. We get lots of them. So please keep in mind that with the number of questions that we get, and sometimes if you're watching this Q&A and you submit a question, it might be a while before that question gets answered or maybe not. Just bear that in
Yeah, we
mind.
try to answer a lot of them, but some of them we do skip. Sorry.
Sometimes we skip them if they're going to be questions that take up several minutes of time, or if they're questions we've answered a lot before.
So please don't ask for booking videos, because those take a long time to plot out.
Yeah,
You can't just go, oh, well, this, and this would happen.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it's easier said than done, right? So let's get started. At Tony Siaki, we'll go with that. Did you like Ken Patera? No, I thought he was the drizzling shits. In fact, the only thing that Ken Patera, I think, ever did that was a redeeming quality was when he got arrested for busting into a McDonald's with Saito. When I found that out as an adult, I actually had a little bit more respect for Ken Patera personally. At Brady Alexander, my favorite WrestleMania was WrestleMania 17. Did you like that one?
Well, there's a whole review series on the Off the Rope Show channel where Jeff and Tasteless Tony T sit down and talk about each WrestleMania in depth, so I'd recommend going and checking that out.
Was it a good show? Yes. Do I think it was the greatest show ever? You'll have to watch that video to find out. At Ty_Trap, do you think WWE will ever make a cruiserweight show where they could showcase a wrestling style that's more technical and high risk?
I know that there's been talk about them doing that on the WWE Network if that ever gets off the ground.
I'd be okay with it. The only problem would be is that it's very confusing, I think, to the audience when you have a bunch of if you have guys like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan in your main event scene who are cruiserweights, flat out, and then you have a cruiserweight show. People are having trouble identifying this is supposed to be a heavyweight champ, but he's small enough to be on the cruiserweight. The other thing is too is that when you talk about cruiserweights with some of these guys, if you put them on a cruiserweight show for so long, maybe some of these guys will have trouble ever transitioning to a main event spot potentially.
And you don't want to show this just all about spot monkeys. I'm sorry.
No, but some of it's okay too.
Right.
Everything's got a place.
Exactly.
Everything's got a place. At CandyLick21, Rock is supposed to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. Would you add a stipulation to that match or leave it alone?
I think I'd just leave it alone. I don't really know what stipulation I'd throw on there.
I'd probably just leave it alone, unless I saw it based off of the way maybe the feud was packaged. If the feud was packaged in such a way, maybe I'd add stipulation. But at this time, I couldn't envision needing to add a stipulation. At OTRS fan, how would you debut Fandango since he does have charisma and a decent look? Maybe by the time this video gets uploaded, he will have actually finally debuted.
Hopefully.
Well, no, I thought you said that maybe...
He debuted on SmackDown, but Matt Striker couldn't get his name right, so...
But you know what? Maybe he should be the guy that never ever debuts, and that is his whole gimmick.
I like that as a gimmick.
Or I like your philosophy, too, about how Brodus Clay was done, and...
Yeah. He's gonna come out there and he's gonna fucking dance all over your dead body, motherfucker.
So, of course, Johnny Curtis is gonna be a fucking monster, then. At I_Will Kill Bill. Should Big Show ever be in the Hall of Fame? Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Eventually. We're sick of him now, but that's because we never get a break from him. He's on there every week.
We'll use the two minimum measuring sticks. Coco Beware, Drew Carey. Did he have a bigger impact than either one of those two? There you go. That's your answer.
Every time it takes a dump.
That too. At JJD03, what are your thoughts on Alberto Del Rio's title reign?
It's boring.
Why?
Because Del Rio doesn't work as a face for me. The fact that they don't have him come out in the cars and stuff, that just started the downward spiral of it, and he just doesn't work as a face for me. The fact that he's fought Big Show countless times for that belt.
The Swagger feud's not doing anything to get you to like him more?
Not really. It's not like I'm sitting here rooting for Jack Swagger, but I'm sorry.
Fair enough, fair enough. Now, to me, having him feud against Swagger helps, but is Del Rio a guy I'm really behind at this point as a babyface? No. Could I be? Yes, but I'm not right now. It's just the way it is. At Cycle Walker, you think sometime in the future you guys could do a video of the worst to best looking WWE titles?
Theoretically.
I'm going to be honest with you, Cycle Walker. my interest of doing a video like that is about 0 to none. Just keeping it real with you. Never say never, but I wouldn't bet on having it anytime.
That and it's so much based on just opinion.
Well, but yeah, no, that's opinion. You can have opinion. It's just, I want to go back and compare the look of every single day.
Exactly.
That's my only thing about that. At Always Strikes for Schlig Daddy only. Would you rather Cena versus Orton versus Triple H for 3 straight WrestleManias, each winning one, or Jarrett beating Hogan at WrestleMania 3? What the fuck do you think? Fuck Jeff Jarrett ever beating Hulk Hogan. I don't care if it's Bash at the Beach or goddamn WrestleMania 30. Give me that 3 straight WrestleManias of the Breakfast Club, damn it. At Bobby
Plus,
underscore
that gives
Zeal.
you a lot of other matches, so.
That it would. Well, of course, each of those 3 matches would obviously be for the belt.
Right.
The year that Triple H would win, obviously, would be the year where the Hall of Fame spot was on the line.
Oh, yeah.
So only one of the 3 participants would get a Hall of Fame spot for that feud of 3. Yeah. And then, of course, who would win that match?
Would he go in for each of the matches, though?
Well, it would go under one,
Okay.
but it would have subsections.
Okay.
At Bobby underscore Zeal, what would the WWE have to do to piss you guys off so much that you would stop watching the WWE altogether?
Ending Taker's streak would be a strong proponent of that.
Yes. I won't go so far as to say at this moment that that would be 100%. I know I said it before when it was Triple H, but might have to be a very...
It'd be I need to sit down and reassess if I want to watch this product anymore.
I think it's almost one of those things where maybe it would be something where you just saw one thing on TV or they did one type of thing that just said, you know what, now this is insulting my intelligence and I'm done. It's just not entertaining me anymore. They're treating me like I'm stupid. I don't know. There are a lot of bad things, some good things. Haven't gotten to that point yet. If we ever do, we'll let you know. At Chekic underscore V, if Eddie Guerrero hadn't passed away, who would have won the 2006 Royal Rumble?
Maybe Eddie would have. Maybe.
I'll say Orton. Just a guess. At ATK360, do you think that the Smarks can't enjoy WWE as much as casual fans because they know too much and take it too serious?
I wouldn't say necessarily the know too much, but the take it too seriously. Definitely.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of a lame argument in the sense that fans of TV shows, other forms of entertainment, no spoilers and shit, and that doesn't prevent them necessarily from enjoying it too much. If it's good, it's good. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking it seriously. You want to be entertained, people take it to different levels of seriousness. Maybe you could argue the thing about knowing too much. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination. I don't know. Do I think in some ways that we can't enjoy WWE as much as casual fans because we know that they've done a lot better and expect better? Probably. Maybe it's a combination of things. At C. Pivcac, have you gained any respect for LeBron James since he won the title last season? A little bit. A little bit. I don't think you'll ever hear me effervesce any love for LeBron James. Sorry, Justin Peck, but I respect him a little bit more. At Danny Cruz, should the internet fans expect Vince to cater to them when most of them stream WWE content for free? Good question.
Go for it.
No, you go for it.
No, I'll pipe in when I want to. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a great question, isn't it? Now, you have to sit there and say what percentage of the internet fan base does stream the content. But would I appeal to them a whole hell of a lot if they're just getting the shit for free anyways? Probably no. Because if they're just going to stream it any fucking ways, regardless, then what do I care if they like it or not? If they're just going to stream it instead of watching it on cable or they're going to watch it later on the internet, why should I appeal to them? They're going to watch it anyways. The ratings point isn't counting anyway. So, again, maybe he's right.
Yeah, which is why when I sit there and watch somebody's review of a pay-per-view, and if they flat out say I didn't pay for this or thank God I didn't pay for this, I don't take your opinion as seriously because you streamed it on the internet. So, you know what? You're allowed to an opinion, But you don't get to bitch about the fact that they're charging that much or whatever because you didn't fucking pay for it.
When you look at it, should the internet fans expect Vince to cater to them? It's everybody's technically a fan. You should want as many eyeballs on your product as possible. Maybe a lot of those internet fans that maybe stream your product, they buy your DVDs, perhaps, or they buy merch, right? Maybe they're the ones that go to your shows. So it's a careful balance, but.
And to be fair, he does kind of cater to them. The guys that they want get brought up. They get featured in high spots. Now, necessarily the storylines aren't great for them. They don't do it right, but they bring up the people that they want.
Did you ever think Daniel Bryan was going to be World Heavyweight Champion in WWE? Really think about that before you just go, of course he was going to, Schleg Diddy, how dare you insult us? No, how dare you insult me? You know goddamn good and well that the predominant fear was that Daniel Bryan was going to come in and Vince wasn't going to know what the fuck to do with him. And it was a legit
And now he's featured every week.
CM Punk's another indie guy. Main event spot.
The Shield.
2 of the 3 are guys that the internet just absolutely loves. They're being featured every week.
In a shitty storyline, but it's okay. We'll overlook that fact because we got them on TV.
At least they're being featured. Cesaro's a long-reigning U.S. champion again. Somebody the internet crowd tends to like. So, I mean, is he really not appealing to you? I'm just saying. At T-Bar.
Oh, no, that he puts John Cena on. He wants to make some money also.
At T-Bar 121, do you think Ryback versus Brock Lesnar would be a good match, and do you think it might happen? Oh, excuse me. I think it would be a good match, potentially, although
I'd want it
somebody would have to take the lead on it.
I'd want it to be more of a boxing match than just a flat-out wrestling match.
You probably have a better chance of getting something entertaining out of it. It could be a good match, but like I said, somebody would have to take the lead, so I'm not that sure it would turn out that well.
Neither of them are really in-ring generals.
Yeah. Might it happen, though? Perhaps. Would be interesting to see it happen, to say the least. At Jarrett Sucks 44, how do you feel about Al Snow returning to team with Cody Rhodes to make Team Roadhead? Very good, sir. Well played. Well played indeed. At boring_life96, what are your thoughts on the prospect of the Sacramento Kings moving north to Seattle when David Stern retires next year? Number 1, David Stern, go fuck yourself. Way to take a league and completely ruin it and ruin my interest in it. Number 2, for the city of Seattle, you were stupid enough to let the Sonics go to Oklahoma City, become the Thunder, when you had Kevin Durant. They were bringing in Russell Westbrook too. No, Seattle doesn't deserve a damn NBA team. They had their chance. Fucking David Stern. How dare him sit there and try and put another team back in Seattle? No, fuck that. You had your chance. It didn't happen. It's not all the city's fault. It's the organization's fault. And it sure as fuck is David Stern's fault mostly. But no, they don't deserve another damn NBA team. Fuck that. At Jacob_greatness, do you expect Austin versus Punk in any way at WrestleMania 30?
I'm still hopeful for it. I'm hopeful that we're going to get Austin versus Punk at WrestleMania 30.
I think we'll get it. I really do. Until
Austin wasn't happy with the way he left WWE.
I don't think he was either. I think all the things about him talking about not thinking about wrestling, I think that's bullshit. I think he's got one more match in him, and that would be the match and the person he'd want to face.
And I think that's why he's been getting surgeries and getting back into shape.
I think so too. It's part of it. At McBrads95, Shalego. Sure. Would you be a JJ fan, Jeff Jarrett fan, for 1 week if you got to fuck Jada Fire for one night? No, because if I met Jada, I'd probably be able to put the moves on her and get inside of her panties without having to be a Jeff Jarrett fan for 1 week because she loves white dicks. So, as a result, why would I need to do that? At Carlston Tatum, do you think LeBron James will ever tie the great Michael Jordan with 6 rings? Never say never, but probably not. He might get to 3 or 4, maybe. At Heel Haboob, do you guys think there should ever be a WrestleMania outside of North America?
Yes. I think there should be one in England.
Yes. You know, at some point in time, not only just in England, but maybe one in like South Africa, maybe one in either China or India, all over the world, all over the damn place, one in Japan. Yes.
You can't tell me that Americans wouldn't fly to it either because there's big concerts that happen overseas and Americans go to them. Yeah. They're big events. It'd be a destination.
They want to be a global company. They need to take more of their important shows overseas. Absolutely.
Be sure to send your questions in on Twitter.